Every battle I ever fought began long before I raised my sword. It began in silence within my own thoughts. The real struggle was not against another warrior, it was against the part of myself that whispered to stop, to rest, to fear, to hesitate. Before you can face the world, you must face that voice. It is the shadow that hides inside every human being, the one that feeds on doubt and weakness. Most never confront it, they let it rule them quietly. But those who seek true mastery, who rise with purpose each morning, they go to war with themselves before the day even begins. When you wake, the first battle is already waiting. The bed tempts you to stay. The mind tells you to delay, the body seeks ease. And yet the one who conquers that first moment, who stands up despite the weight of comfort, has already taken a step towards strength. To master yourself is not to live without weakness, it is to recognize it and command it. You do not destroy fear, you direct it. You do not erase pain, you use it as fuel. Every great act begins in the unseen space between thought and action, and only those who control that space can shape their destiny. Many people believe strength is born in the training hall or on the battlefield, but that is only where it is revealed. True strength is forged in the quiet hours when no one is watching, when your choices are guided not by eyes upon you but by the will within you. When you choose discipline over distraction, focus over ease, effort over rest, you are sharpening a blade that will never dull. The mind must be trained like a sword. It must be tempered through fire, cooled by reflection, and wielded with precision. Do not fear struggle, it is the path that cleanses the spirit. Without conflict within, there can be no clarity. When you resist temptation, when you confront your doubts, when you silence the noise of fear, you rise above the world that seeks to pull you down. You will begin to see that your greatest victories are not over others but over your own impulses. The body obeys the mind and the mind obeys the spirit. When the spirit is unshaken, nothing outside can disturb your peace. The one who learns to fight this invisible battle each day becomes unmovable. He no longer depends on motivation, on praise, or on the presence of others. He moves with purpose born from within, carrying calm even into chaos. And when others falter, he stands steady, not because he is stronger by nature, but because he has faced himself countless times and learned never to run. The greatest battle you will ever fight is the one within your own heart. Win that, and no force in this world can ever defeat you. Strength begins when you stop seeking comfort and start seeking truth. Most people build their lives around what feels good, not what is right. They chase approval, comfort, and recognition, believing those things make them strong. But the truth is, comfort weakens the mind, it dulls the spirit, it makes you soft in the moments when life demands hardness. A man who builds himself upon comfort will crumble when the storm comes, but one who builds upon discipline will stand like stone. Discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. It is the ability to act with clarity when everything around you is uncertain. The one who trains his body and mind every day does not do it for others to see. He does it so that he can trust himself when the test comes. Because when your body is tired, your will must move it. When fear clouds your thoughts, your discipline must guide you. When the world grows chaotic, your inner order must keep you balanced. Without this foundation, even the strongest will fall. You must learn to do what is necessary, not what is easy. When you rise in the morning, you must not ask what you feel like doing, you must do what must be done. Feelings are fleeting, but duty is eternal. The path to mastery is paved not with desire but with deliberate repetition, precise attention, and unwavering consistency. To repeat the same motion, the same task, until it becomes an extension of your being, that is how mastery is born. The sword must become one with the hand and the will must become one with action. That unity comes only through discipline. When I trained alone, I did not wait for inspiration. I acted because I had chosen the path. Even on days when I felt weak, when the body ached or the spirit wavered, I trained. Because if you only move when it feels right, you will never be ready when it truly matters. The world does not wait for you to feel strong, it tests you when you least expect it. So train when it hurts, focus when your mind wants to wander, persist when everything inside you screams to stop. That is how discipline transforms weakness into power. In time, you will discover that discipline is not a chain but a blade. It cuts away all that is unnecessary. The noise fades, the confusion clears, and what remains is truth. You learn that mastery is not about strength or speed but about presence. It is about doing one thing with your entire being, whether it is striking a blow or taking a breath. Each moment becomes an act of focus, a reflection of your inner command. The one who controls himself needs nothing else. His actions are deliberate, his emotions steady, his mind calm even in the storm. Discipline is the fire through which all weakness is burned away, only what is pure, sharp, and unbreakable remains. To become strong in body and spirit, you must confront your fears without flinching. Fear is not your enemy, it is your teacher. It reveals where you are weak, where your mind hesitates, and where your heart still clings to comfort. Most people spend their lives avoiding fear. They run from it, hide behind distractions, or cover it with false confidence. But every time you turn away from fear, it grows stronger. Every time you face it, it loses power. Strength is not found in the absence of fear, it is born in the act of facing it head-on. When you step into the unknown, your body will resist, your mind will tremble, and your thoughts will whisper doubts. This is natural. The untrained spirit seeks safety, but the disciplined one seeks growth. and growth never comes without discomfort. You must step willingly into situations that test your patience, your resolve, and your courage. In the heat of conflict, whether on the battlefield or within your own mind, fear tries to cloud judgment. It makes the sword heavy, the breath shallow, the heart uncertain. But if you have met fear before, if you have looked it in the eyes many times, it can no longer command you. I learned that the only way to master fear is to bring your mind into perfect balance. When chaos rises outside, stillness must rise within. The mind must not run ahead into what might happen, nor linger behind in what has already passed. It must stay here, calm, clear, ready. The moment you let fear pull you from the present, you lose control, but if you remain grounded. If your spirit does not waver, even death itself cannot shake you. This balance cannot be given to you, it must be forged through repeated trials, through enduring hardship, through walking into the storm until you are no longer moved by its wind. You must also understand that fear feeds on ignorance. When you do not understand something, you imagine the worst. So learn, study deeply, observe the world, learn the ways of others and the rhythm of nature. When you understand how things move, you stop fearing their movement. When you understand how the mind reacts, you stop being controlled by reaction. Knowledge and awareness cut through fear like a sharp blade through fog. There will come a time when everything seems uncertain, when even your strength feels small against the weight of the world. In that moment, remember this: calmness is power. It is not weakness to be still, it is mastery. The storm will always come, but the warrior who has faced fear again and again will not be moved. He does not fight against fear, he walks through it, untouched, unbroken, unafraid. Only when you face what you fear the most can you discover the strength that has always lived within you. To become the strongest version of yourself, you must walk the path of continuous mastery. Many believe that strength is found in victory, that once they win, their journey is complete. But victory is not the end, it is a mirror that reveals what you still lack. The path of mastery has no finish line. Every skill you acquire, every battle you win, every challenge you overcome is simply another step on a road that stretches beyond sight. Those who stop when they achieve something small remain trapped in the same circle, proud but stagnant. Those who keep moving even after success ascend beyond ordinary men. Mastery begins when you understand that improvement has no limits. Every day you must sharpen yourself, your mind, your body, your awareness. Just as a sword left unused will rust, a spirit left untested will weaken. The strongest are not those who have won once, but those who remain disciplined when there is nothing left to prove. They train when others rest, they question when others assume, and they refine what already seems perfect. This constant refinement separates the common from the exceptional. But mastery is not only about training harder, it is about seeing deeper. A swordsman does not merely swing his blade, he studies distance, timing, movement, and rhythm. He observes the opponent's breathing, the wind's direction, the sun's position. Every element becomes part of his art. The same principle applies to life. You must learn to see the world not as separate pieces, but as one flowing pattern. When you perceive this unity, your actions become effortless, your mind clear, and your purpose unshakable. That is true mastery, to act without hesitation because your entire being moves as one. You will meet many who are talented but lack discipline, and many who are disciplined but lack vision. True mastery requires both. You must have the patience to train endlessly and the wisdom to see beyond what training alone can give. The body obeys the mind, but the mind must obey truth. When you align both, your spirit becomes unstoppable. This alignment cannot be taught, it must be earned through repetition, through failure, through solitude. Only when you are willing to spend time alone with your craft, in silence and discomfort, will mastery begin to reveal itself to you. In the end, mastery is not about defeating others, it is about conquering yourself. Every time you refine your skill, you refine your spirit. Every time you face limitation, you uncover another layer of strength. You are both the sculptor and the stone, shaping yourself through the chisel of persistence. There will be pain, doubt, and exhaustion, but these are the fires that temper the blade. To become the strongest version of yourself, you must never let the blade grow dull, never let the fire go out, and never stop walking the path of mastery. The one who seeks perfection in every moment becomes the one who is never broken.